Need air. Okay, what else?
And you need to focus not, to balance your voice. It's not like it's going to be balanced when you're singing.
Okay, did you ever have singing lessons before?
No.
So you basically know nothing.
Nothing.
For me, that's like the biggest present in the whole world because that means what I'm going to teach you, you have no bad habits. So I can just put in to the vessel everything that I've got, and from that vessel, you can be the one who receives. So let me explain where the voice comes from, and it's brilliant that you say that part of it is the physical aspect, and the other part of it is the mental aspect. Now, which aspect do you think of the two is more important?
I think the mental.
Why do you think the mental?
Because if I have no kavana, if I have not meaning in my head to the song, it's not coming out right.
Okay. So basically what you're saying, and beautifully and correctly so, is that the thinking of the intention of what it is that you want to be speaking and bringing out is going to be the major focus of eventually what comes out. But that focus has to create something physically, yes? The voice has to physically come out. I mean, you can have the greatest sound inside your head unless you know how to bring that out.
Sure. This is the whole work.
That's correct. That's what the work is, and that's what's not happening. Okay.
Excuse me. Shall I put the other camera?
No. Absolutely. Okay, where you are. What do you think is the most important thing to the life of the voice? To the life of the sound?
Not to scream.
Now that's an action. That's we'll forget about it.
Not to use it like
the question is, what is the most important thing that the voice needs in order for it to live? Air. Air.
Right.
Without air, there is no voice. Where are you getting the air from?
From the holy air in Tzfat.
The holy air in Tzfat. Perfect. The holy air in Tzfat. Excellent. The holy air in the center of the universe. Okay, right. That is all over the world. It's free. It doesn't even cost anything. Okay. So air is sound, and sound needs air. Where is the greatest amount of air in the body?
I believe in the lungs.
You believe in the lungs. So how would you get that air from your lungs to make sounds? Are you making sounds with the air from the lungs? How would you do that?
Through my throat.
Through your throat. And how would you get there?
I'm breathing.
How would you breathe?
With my mouth.
How would you breathe with your mouth? What instruction would you give to the mouth? Okay, what would you call that?
It's like intuitive. It's not like I'm thinking about it. It's just coming.
Well, it's coming.
Naturally.
Naturally. It should come naturally. But what is it that you're doing, actually? You're giving the mouth and your body a clue of inhaling the air to get down the throat into the lungs and expanding the lungs, and then somehow it has to come back up through the throat and it has to come out and take it, throw it out. Okay? That thought that you have, that idea that you have of breathing into your throat and into your lungs and then taking it out, get rid of it. Okay? What other source of air do you have in your body?
Cigarette. Smoke. Cigarette.
What other air in the body, on the body? The mouth is one source of air. Where is another source of air that you use to breathe?
My nose.
Your nose, of course. Okay. So, what would you do with your nose to get air? Again. Okay, what did you just do?
Just breathing through my nose.
Okay, you took your air in through the nose. Where did it go? It went exactly into the same place as the air from the mouth. In other words, it went down. And it did the same kind of expansion. Forget that, throw that out. It doesn't exist. Okay? The main two sources that you know for breathing are the mouth and the nose. And I just said throw them out. Because the minute you take your air from the mouth down, you are empowering the throat. You are empowering the muscles in the throat, and you are making the throat your primary power for the voice. Throw it out. If you're making your nose your primary power, okay, what are you doing? You're taking it in again, and you're basically achieving the same result, which is altogether air inside the throat. And basically you have this concentration of air in the throat. Now, in order for you to get that out, you have to push. You have to use the muscles in your throat. You have to use your jaw. And you have to make power. So to get that air from the bottom back up to the mouth and out into the audience, you need power. I don't want any power. I want the power to come from a completely different place. There is no question that the mouth has a tremendous job and that the nose has a tremendous job, but that's not where it all begins. Where does it all begin? In other words, every piece of the puzzle has its own function. How all the pieces of the puzzle fit together, that's where we're going. So let me introduce you to Herbie. This is Herbie.
Cute.
He's been around with me for a long time and around the world. Wherever I go, I take him with me. And Herbie is a very interesting character. He doesn't have a skull, and he doesn't have a jaw. So basically, what we're working with is this area of the body. Now, in this area of the body, everything that you need, everything that you want, everything that you desire, everything that you feel, everything that you want to achieve is contained. how that all works together and why is where our journey is going to be. The mouth is a very important factor, and I'm going to teach you how to use the mouth to the advantage that we need. So take your thumb, start at the front teeth. Now take the thumb and slowly put the thumb backward, straight back, and you'll feel the roof of your mouth, which is the hard palate, okay? And then I want you to go further back, all the way, all the way, all the way, okay, until you can't go any further. And then what I want you to do is I want you to lift up your thumb in this fashion, and I want you to feel that behind, in that soft place there, you can actually move the thumb inside. Can you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, take it out. Okay, what did you feel?
Like a soft area.
Right.
Like it's a gummy.
Like something that's movable, like rubber in there.
Rubber, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so now front teeth. Everything starts at the front teeth, goes to the hard palate, and then moves into the soft palate. Now I want you to take both thumbs, start at the front teeth. Yeah. Now both thumbs in the direction all the way back, and when you get to the end where your wisdom teeth are, all the way in the end, you will feel two tiny round bones. Okay? That's all the way at the end of your jaw. On Herbie, you can see that very easily. Okay, this is what you're feeling. These two bones, okay, we call them the portal bones. That's one of my words that don't exist in the medical dictionary. Okay, but for us, they're very important because those portal bones open up the whole portal of the soft palate. It's enough. Okay, once you understand that, once you feel them, and once you know they exist, now you need to connect with them. So what I want you to do is to really relax your jaw and leave your mouth slightly open, always. Never, ever, ever close your mouth. You'll understand why in a few minutes. Okay, and now, you are the director, and you are the guide. And the guide has to know what is it guiding? What is he guiding and where is he guiding? So I want you to guide the air directly from the front teeth. No, I didn't say breathe. I didn't say any. Listen to what I say, because I will tell you and give you instruction exact. Okay? Just leave the mouth slightly open and think to guide the air from the front teeth, past the hard palate, past the portal bones, into the soft palate, and tell me exactly what you feel when the air gets to that point. Tell me what you feel. I didn't say breathe in.
So
you're not listening to what I'm saying.
So what do you mean, like to let the air go in?
That's correct. Allowing is the key.
Just to leave it open,
just
let it flow.
Allowing.
Okay.
Allowing is the key to everything that we do, which means allow the air from the front teeth, guide it past the hard palate, past the portal bones into the soft palate, and feel what happens at the soft palate. What do you feel? I can see it. What do you feel?
I feel like maybe it's moving.
Of course it's moving. What do you feel? You feel a little bit of coolness back
like
there.
I'm in a cave or somewhere.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so do that again. Okay, stand up straight. Do that again. And with nothing, just with your thought process, enter and feel the rising of the soft palate. And you feel the coolness in the back. And what do you feel when the soft palate rises? What do you feel on the tongue? What happens to the tongue when the soft palate rises? What do you feel on the tongue? What happens to the tongue when the soft palate rises? The tongue.
I feel my tongue, which I never.
You feel your tongue, which you could never. That's great. Now, but I want you to feel, where is the tongue going? What is it doing? What is the movement that is created? You have to feel in your body what is happening, because it needs to be recreated every single time. And everything that we're doing, okay, is a piece in the puzzle of what is the voice and where will the voice finally wind up. Okay, so front teeth, hard palate, soft palate rises. You were just talking about you feel like you're in a cave, okay? The cave is open because the tongue, as soon as the soft palate rises, the tongue automatically drops. And it gives you the feeling of an open space inside, okay? Now, do that again and pay attention to the lift and to the fall of the tongue and the soft palate rising. Can you feel that? Now, when the soft palate rises and the tongue drops, there is a very natural reaction inside your throat. What do you feel?
I feel it like when it's coming inside the back.
Yeah.
My tongue is just like moving like slowly.
It's just dropping down.
Slightly.
Now the tongue is attached to the larynx. So when the tongue drops, the larynx drop as well, and all of a sudden the whole throat is open.
Right.
Right. Interesting feeling.
Right.
Okay? Without tension, without exertion, without anything, you've just opened the vocal instrument. Now everybody in the world agrees that the throat must be open, that there must never be tension, that there must never be constriction, there must never be closing of the instrument, there must be relaxation so the instrument can work.
So
okay?
The tongue have a lot of...
The tongue has a tremendous amount of power, and so do the larynx, and so does the soft palate. In other words, what I'm teaching you is the mechanicals, okay? So now, watch. Do that again. Don't intake air. The word intake and inhale and the word exhale, strike it from your dictionary. It doesn't exist. All right, now give me a fist. There you go. And now I want you to watch. Watch me. Don't close your eyes. Never close your eyes. Watch. What did you just feel?
Your stomach is pushed out.
The diaphragm expanded. Now, when the soft palate rises and the tongue drops, the air travels down the column of air into your diaphragm, and the diaphragm drops down and it expands. Now, do that again. Without any effort, without any taking in of air, but just by allowing and guiding and that knowledge that we're putting in. Go ahead. There you go. Did you feel that? Do it again. There you go. The soft palate has to rise, the tongue has to drop, the larynx have to drop, the air travels down the column of air into the diaphragm, and the diaphragm expands. Now take your hands, put them right here, lower, lower, there you go, okay? That's how low the diaphragm will open up, because then you have the pelvic muscles. And the pelvic muscles will then hold that, bring it in, and slowly begin lifting that air back up again through open throat, drop tongue, drop larynx, right back up to the soft palate. The diaphragm, and most people will tell you, the voice begins in the diaphragm. Okay, that's what they'll tell you. But the voice does not begin in the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a support system. Yeah, of course. It's a support system for the height of the soft palate, for the relaxation of the throat, for the dropping of the larynx, for the dropping of the tongue, and the little bit that comes back, it's like a recycling system inside, comes right back to where it all began, at the front teeth. And that little bit of air is used for one thing and one thing only: consonants. The speaking of consonants. Consonants need very little air.
What is consonants, sorry?
Consonants. What are vowels?
Vowels.
A, E, O,
okay.
U. All the rest are consonants. Okay?
Okay.
Itzurim. Okay? Vokalim, vowels, and itzurim, consonants. All right? So, consonants need very little air. So with the very little air that's coming back up over the soft palate, right back to the front, to the outside of the lips, the consonants are being spoken. So what have we just done? With that tiny bit of air that is allowing the soft palate to rise, drop the tongue, drop the larynx, open the throat, travel down the column of air into the diaphragm. The diaphragm expands. The pelvic muscles lock up, begin slowly pulling in on the diaphragm. The air rises again through open throat, drop tongue, drop larynx, right back up to the soft palate. And because you are intending, kavanah, to speak, the consonants are created at the teeth, with the tongue and the lips, on the outside of your lips, not in the inside of the mouth. Because if they were created on the inside of the mouth, first of all, consonants can't be created on the inside of the mouth, but whatever you would create on the inside of the mouth would be in this area, yeah, and deadly, because then you would need all the power to get it back out. And that's what pushing and belting and screaming and forcing, all that comes from that. Clear? Mm-hmm. Okay, you explain it to me.
I have to, first of all, stay with my mouth open slightly, not to close it, never close it. And then when I'm letting the air go in.
Right.
And it's going on the ways, both sides from the front. Going
front
back
teeth.
to this little thinking that I don't remember the name.
They're not here. They're up here.
Here.
They're called portal bones, because the soft palate is the portal. Mm-hmm. A portal is just like these portals that you see here in my house. Mm-hmm. Huh? The whole house is built on the portals. Mm-hmm. Okay? And those portals are the sustenance, they are the sustaining force of the building. And the soft palate is the sustaining force of the building. Okay, so that air enters, the soft palate, it rises.
Rises and
okay, you're in the wrong place. The soft palate is back here.
Right.
Look at Herbie. Okay, may I explain it to you with Herbie? You begin at the front teeth. You pass the hard palate. The soft palate is a soft palate. Why is the soft palate soft palate? Look what's here. This is the place of the soft palate. There's nothing here. So that's why it's soft. Okay. Here are the portal bones. So the air passes. The soft palate is able to rise because there is nothing here. The whole tissue is attached. The soft palate rises and the tongue
going down.
Drops.
Drops.
Okay, the throat.
Open.
Right.
And the air is going down until it's going to the diaphragm.
Yes.